You are playing a game you never signed up for. It plays out every day. At work, online, in life. It has rules, unspoken, brutal, and real. You either master them, or you are mastered by them. You were taught to play fair, to wait your turn, to believe hard work is its own reward. But while you were following the rules, someone else was winning. Someone who had read the winning playbook. It was written 500 years ago by a man named Niccolò Machiavelli, a man exiled, tortured, and forgotten by the powerful. So he dissected power itself. He produced a manual so ruthlessly honest that its lessons ring true to this day. It was not titled, How to Be a Good Person. It was called The Prince. This is not a book of philosophy. It is a field manual for victory, stripped of pretty ideals, focused only on what works. Machiavelli wasn't evil. He was a realist. He looked at the chessboard of human ambition and told you the winning moves. Moves they don't teach you in school. Moves you must know, whether you're climbing the corporate ladder, building a brand, or navigating social circles. Right now, someone is using these tactics. Around you and against you. It's time you learned them. Not to become a monster, but to recognize the monsters. And if necessary, to become a dragon yourself. This isn't about becoming a villain. This is about ceasing to be a victim. Your era of naivety ends now. The lesson begins. They tell you to be good. Be kind, be fair, be honest, and you will succeed. Machiavelli calls this a fairy tale, a dangerous one. The truth is this: if you insist on acting with perfect virtue in an imperfect world, you will be devoured. Play the saint in a den of snakes, and you will be the first to die. Your morality is your business, but your survival is non-negotiable. Machiavelli is not telling you to abandon good. He is telling you to abandon naivety. The world does not reward virtue. The world rewards effectiveness. Your boss doesn't promote the nicest employee. He promotes the most valuable. People don't follow the most ethical celebrity. They follow the most compelling. Machiavelli forces you to see the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. This is the first and darkest tactic. Shatter your illusions. Stop complaining that the game is unfair, it's irrelevant. Decipher its rules, then rewrite them in your favor. Forget choosing between brains and brawn. That's a loser's dilemma. Machiavelli delivers the ultimate command. You must be a fox to see the snares and a lion to terrify the wolves. This isn't poetry. This is your new DNA. The fox is your mind. Its weapon is foresight. It smells a trap 10 steps before you see it. It decodes deception. It maps human weakness. The fox wins without a fight, because the strongest fortress has a hidden door. The fiercest rival has a fatal assumption. The fox picks the lock. It exploits the flaw. Brute force is for amateurs. Strategy is forever. The lion is your will. Its weapon is force, pure, undeniable consequence. The lion doesn't negotiate with wolves. It defines the territory. Cunning is useless if you can't enforce the result. The cleverest plan shatters against a stronger fist. The most elegant lie collapses under a single, brutal truth. You must be able to end the discussion. With one roar. Master one and fail. Only a lion? You're predictable, a thug. You will be led into a trap and destroyed by a smarter enemy. Only a fox? You're a spectator, a talker. You will be overrun the moment the rules are ignored. It is fashionable to worship the fox, to prize the clever tweet, the viral hack, the behind-the-scenes maneuver. This world rewards the strategist, the networker, the perceptive mind. This worship is a trap. A cult of cunning produces influencers with no influence, tacticians with no territory, brilliance that is utterly powerless when challenged directly. Your fox-like mind is your radar. But without the lion's will, it's just a warning system on a sinking ship. You must back your vision with violence. Not literal violence, strategic violence. The violence of decisive action when others hesitate, the violence of an uncompromising standard, the violence of a consequence so severe it becomes legend. Your voice must carry physical weight in a room. Your no must resonate in the silence after you speak. Your retaliation must be so calculated and complete that imagining it deters the first insult. The fox plans the victory. The lion secures it. The fox avoids the battle. The lion wins it so completely that no one dares challenge you again. This is the hybrid that dominates. It is better to be feared than loved. This is Machiavelli's most infamous line, and it is almost always misunderstood. He does not say, "Do not be loved." He says, "Given the choice, fear is more reliable." Love is all emotional, and emotions can change. It is held by gratitude, which is the most fleeting of human emotions. And people are forgetful, selfish, and needy. When it benefits them to abandon you, they will. They will say, "I'm sorry, it's just business." When a better offer appears, when times get hard, when personal interest demands it, love evaporates. People will betray the kind boss. They will disappoint the generous friend. They will leave the nurturing partner. Love makes you negotiable. However, fear is a fact. It is held by dread of punishment, the threat of loss, the certainty of your retaliation. Fear is a constant. Love is a mood. You say you want to be loved. Fine, but know the price. To be loved, you must serve. You must please. You must constantly give, forgive, and understand. You give your power away, piece by piece. To be feared, you must only be willing to act. Decisively, once. Your reputation does the rest. This does not mean you must be a tyrant. It means you must make one thing clear. Crossing me is the worst decision you will ever make. Your fear must be focused, never cruel for cruelty's sake. That makes you a hated monster, and monsters are slain. Be feared for your unwavering standards, for your impeccable fairness, for the volcanic consequence you bring upon those who break the rules. Earn respect first, then let a healthy fear protect it. Appearances are not lies. They are strategic armor. We live in the age of the personal brand, the curated feed, the polished image. You already know this game. Machiavelli simply removes the guilt and says, everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. This is not permission to be a fraud. This is the mandate to become a strategic artist. You must wear a mask, not to hide a hollow core, but to project a deliberate force. The mask is not for you, it is a tool for them, to create focus, to inspire confidence, to control the narrative. In the theater of power, perception is the only reality that matters. Your first move, never reveal the final play. Talk in milestones, not master plans. Your competitors cannot sabotage a vision they cannot see. Your enemies are disarmed by a target that keeps moving. Share the chapter, never the full book. Your second move, master the virtues as a performance. Be seen as generous. Be known for integrity. Be praised for mercy. Let these appearances be your public uniform. They are not weaknesses. They are shields. They justify your harder actions when the time comes. When you must strike, the world will see a just ruler, not a tyrant. You must learn to not be good. You must be capable of the ruthless move, the broken promise, the calculated deception. But you deploy these only at the point of necessity, when your survival or your victory demands it. And then, you immediately return to the mask. You frame the brutality as a reluctant duty, a painful necessity for the greater good. You control the story. Because the story is what history keeps. This is the core of modern power. Every leader, every brand, every icon does this. They project an ideal. They narrate the journey. They separate the messy backstage from the flawless stage. Your honesty is for your private ledger. Your appearance is for your public legacy. Craft it with the care of a sculptor. Wield it with the precision of a surgeon. Let them see the saint. Let your rivals feel the strategist, and let no one ever see the difference. We are taught to be patient, to wait for our moment, to trust that hard work will be rewarded by a universe that is fair. Machiavelli shatters this passive hope. He saw fortune not as a blessing, but as a raw, chaotic energy, a storm that washes over everyone. His famous line is often misunderstood. Fortune is a woman, and it is necessary, if you wish to master her, to conquer her by force. The gendered analogy is a relic of its time. Ignore the window dressing. Seize the core truth. Fortune is not fate. It is friction. It is the unpredictable variable in every equation. The market crash, the missed connection, the sudden opportunity, the random disaster. You can kneel and pray for a gentle wind, or you can build a sail and a strong ship. The prepared will always dictate the terms. Machiavelli argues fortune controls half of our lives, but he leaves the crucial half, or close to it, in our hands. Your job is not to hope for calm seas. Your job is to become an expert sailor in a hurricane, to save money before the crisis, to build your network before you need the favor, to hone your skill before the spotlight finds you. You must build the dam before the flood arrives. This is the ultimate rejection of passivity. The right time is a myth sold to the timid. The right time is created by the bold, by those who are already in position, muscles tensed when fortune's random tide rolls in. Fortune favors the bold, not because it loves them, but because they are the only ones strong enough to grab the opportunity she blindly offers. Amidst all this talk of force and cunning, there is one cardinal sin, one move that guarantees your destruction. Do not make yourself hated. Machiavelli said clearly, "The prince must make himself feared in such a way that, if he is not loved, he is at least not hated." Hate is different from fear. Fear is a calculation of your strength. Hate is a verdict on your character. Fear makes people cautious. Hate makes them courageous, desperate, unified in a single goal, your removal. How do you become hated? By taking what belongs to your people, their property, their women, their dignity, by being consistently cruel, unpredictable, and petty, by sowing misery for your own amusement. Fear focuses on your strength. Hate focuses on your flaws. A hated leader is a target. He unites everyone against him, from the lowest peasant to the closest advisor. They will wait, they will plot, and they will strike when you are weakest. In your world, do not make yourself hated at work by stealing credit and blaming others. Do not make yourself hated online by being a malicious troll. Do not make yourself hated in your relationships by being a user. You can be respected. You can be feared for your competence and standards, but never give them a common cause to remove you. Machiavelli's tactics are not for ruling a 16th century city-state. They are the code for navigating a modern world that pretends power doesn't exist. A world that preaches collaboration, but runs on competition. Now, the final choice is yours. You can close this book and return to the polite fiction. You can hope that fairness wins, that hard work is enough, that people will recognize your good heart. Or you can wake up. You can choose to see the board, to study the moves, to play with your eyes open. The dark tactics are not about becoming a villain. They are about refusing to be a victim. The game is live. You are on the board. Move.